welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite some time since you've seen me. Honestly, still just trying to adjust to the new house, the baby, and just going through the summer, having the kids home with me full time and everything. It's just been crazy. But today I want to film a day in the lifestyle video for you guys and just kind of take you through our day. I've already filmed a few snippets of our morning and then take you through kind of the rest of the day at home. And I also want to give you like an updated walkthrough of the house. Obviously our furniture is here, all of our stuff is here. We're still getting settled, of course, but I kind of want to just give you guys a look at the house with furniture in it and stuff. So that'll be fun. But it is currently 8:46 in the morning. The baby woke up shortly after 6 this morning. He will be 5 months old this week, but we definitely went through like the 4-month sleep regression, and it has been very challenging these past few weeks. But last night he didn't wake up at all. He went to sleep maybe around 8:30 last night and made it till a little after 6 this morning with no wake ups. So that was awesome. Feeling refreshed, got a good night's rest. And so, of course, my body woke me up at 5 a.m. anyways, because that's what's been happening over the past few days. So, but I went back to sleep and then woke up again at 6. So then that's about, I've been up for, 2.5 hours or so. Fed the baby, got Grant and I some breakfast. The baby's also starting solids now, so he had a little bit of cereal for breakfast, and then he's having some baby food at dinner time, at supper time. So that's what we've been doing. He's eating twice a day, and then all of his regular bottles, of course. He's already taking his first nap since he was up so early, so he's already sleeping. Grant is outside riding his tricycle, and I finished getting myself ready, made the bed and everything. So we're off to a good start. Coming up today, I just have some normal household chores I need to do. I need to put laundry away, I need to do dishes. I don't know if I'll get very much cleaning done today. I do need to take the boys, and we have to run to Walmart this morning. Yesterday we did a big grocery shop at Aldi, but you can't really get exactly everything you need at Aldi, so I do need to run to Walmart today and pick up the last few grocery items for the week. And then I'll do the updated house walkthrough later on today, and then this afternoon we're actually going to pick up my sister. She's working today. Pick my sister up, and we're going to a kids consignment show. I've talked about this before on my channel, but I probably won't film anything there. I'll probably have ended the video already by then. But I do plan on sharing a haul video of all the kids' clothes and items that I get to thrift today. So I'm excited about that. So that's coming up. And I also want to do a late summer decorate with me. So hopefully I get to filming that later this week or maybe the weekend, so I can have that up soon as well. But yeah, coming off of a few challenging weeks just with the baby's sleep. It's not terrible. Like, I hate to complain because like every baby is so different, and I know some babies sleep way worse than my baby does, but it's just, he was doing so well, and then we had the backslide. So it was kind of challenging there for a little bit, but I am just sipping on my second cup of coffee, and I should probably go do some breakfast dishes, maybe put some laundry away while the baby's asleep and all of that. And then after he wakes up, we'll probably go to Walmart pretty shortly after he wakes up. That's like the best time to do stuff, is right after his nap. But let's go ahead and get on with this day in the life. I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm so excited to be filming today. And yeah, let's do this day in the life. guys, we just ran to Walmart and did a quick little pickup of the remaining groceries. What is it? Hey. Little man is in here playing. Hello. Are you playing? Hey. Aw, don't be fussy. He is so long, you guys. Hang on. So he is literally in like the 100th percentile for height. So that's crazy. He will be 5 months old later this week. Hey, you okay? I'll share with you a quick little grocery haul from Walmart. Like I said, yesterday we went to Aldi and got most of everything we needed, but just picked up the remaining stuff today. So I picked up a pack of bacon. This Hormel Black Label is like my favorite bacon, and it's actually a really good price at Walmart. So pick that up. I got some Chobani flips. I love these for either like an afternoon snack or like a late night dessert before bed, and I don't feel so bad about it because it is Greek yogurt. But I got the chocolate haze craze, chocolate covered strawberry, that's one of my favorites, and then almond cocoa loco, that's also one of my favorites. So got 3 of those. I got some cottage cheese. I just like to have this with my lunches and stuff throughout the week. I picked up a couple cans of albacore tuna. I am going to make some tuna salad today. Stick it in the fridge so my husband will have supper for when he gets home, because he's probably going to get home before me because I'm going to that kids consignment thing. So I'll have this ready and he can eat, and then I can just eat when I get home. Picked up a can of baked beans just to have on hand. Then I stocked up on some baby food. Nathan, like I said, he's almost 5 months old. We started solids right after he turned 4 months, and so just picked up a variety of the stage 1 beech nut foods. So we got pumpkin, we got butternut squash, and then I got pears and bananas. So some veggies, some fruits, and that will last him quite a while. Each jar, it has been lasting him 3 feedings, but I probably will bump him up because I think he's getting more used to eating now, so maybe he can eat like half a jar at a time. I don't know. And then I picked up some heavy whipping cream for a recipe, and I also might try making some homemade ice cream next week. I haven't made any this summer, and I really want to do that. Also making sloppy joes this weekend in the crock pot, and my recipe calls for chili sauce, so got that. I got a replacement filter for our Brita pitcher. We just keep this filtered water over here room temperature when we're making Nathan's bottles. So the water is not too hot, not too cold, it's just room temp. I ran out of all-purpose flour yesterday making a recipe, so picked up a bag of that. And then a must-have for Grant is cheese sticks for his snacks and lunches. So picked up a bag of cheese sticks. Spent about $43 on all of this, not too bad. Yesterday at Aldi I spent $65, so for a week's worth of groceries to come in just over $100. Not too shabby, and Lord help me whenever both of these boys grow up, because my grocery bill is probably going to be insane, and who knows how much stuff will cost by then, like in 10 years. OMG, can't even believe it. But I'm going to put these groceries away, and I'll check back in with you guys later. So we're having an outside lunch date. Grant, what are you eating?
I'm eating watermelon crackers, salami, pepperoni, and carrots, and cucumbers.
Cucumbers. You got a snack plate. Mommy's eating the rest of our pizza casserole that we had for dinner last night. Nathan is... Oh, the air just kicked on. Nathan is sleeping, taking his second nap of the day. And here's like a little look of the backyard. We have these trees that are like right up against the deck. We'll probably cut those down because I would rather see the view out there.
Mom.
And here's Ollie, living his best life being an outdoor kitty cat. Okay guys, so the baby's still sleeping. We finished lunch. I cleaned up some of the dishes and everything. Grant is having his quiet time. And so I thought I would walk around the house and give you guys like an updated look at everything now that our furniture is here and all of our stuff is out. Nothing is staged. It's not even really that clean. This is just like a realistic look at how everything looks right now. And I want to talk about some of the changes we've made already and then some of the things that I have in mind for the future. So let's do an updated look at the house. Okay, so I'm standing here at the door that goes out to our garage. So I'm gonna start here in the laundry room. So this is our laundry room. Again, this is our 2-car garage that's up on the main level of the house. And then we have a very nice, spacious laundry room. And just a couple weeks after we moved in, I really went to town on cleaning this space and getting it decorated. So, because I'm in here a lot doing laundry. This is one of the few days, this is like the only day this week, I think, that I'm not going to be doing any laundry. So, yay for me. But, yeah, realistic look. I mean, it's a mess. There's stuff everywhere, right? But like, I had this little thing out here. I'm probably going to move this. I would like to do a tiered tray here, I think, instead. And then everything, like the wallpaper was here. All of the shelf, the mirror, this shelf was all here. But I did decorate this shelf. So I have a little basket with some little knit towels and some dryer balls just for decor. I don't really use those. I have this pretty picture from Hobby Lobby. This is actually an antique iron that belonged to my great-grandmother, maybe? Not entirely sure. And then this is from Walmart, and I keep my dryer sheets in there. Anyways, I actually like the light fixture in here, and I left the blinds on the window. The way the window is like tucked behind that cabinet right there, you can't really have curtains anyway, so probably just leave the blinds up, or maybe I'll do like a valance one day. I don't know. But the dryer goes here. We had to purchase a new dryer because we had gas at our last house. There's no natural gas here, so we had to get an electric dryer. We have a nice utility sink here. I mean, everything's dated, right? But it's fine. And we have our washer, still the same washer I've had for I think 2.5 years now. Works great. I need to wash this rag. But on this shelf, I have stored all of my washing supplies. So detergent, stain removers, baking soda, bleach, all of that. This is not ideal. I would like to make it look nicer, either put an enclosed cabinet up here or decant my items into prettier jars or something. This matches the other piece over on the other shelf. Is from Walmart, but I keep my scent beads in there so I can scoop them right into the washer. Have a little decor. And then I do have this shelf up here. I kind of want to move this. It's right at my like head level, so I probably hit my head on it so many times. I like having a place to hang dry our clothes, but I'm thinking of maybe putting a rod all the way across this up here. Honestly, I don't have clothes hanging up usually for longer than like a day, so I know it won't look great, but like also I don't care. But it's really kind of in the way on this wall. But I have my cleaning caddy up here, my vacuum, only because like there's an outlet here to charge, and then there's one there. So I have that there. I have like my iron. I put that fresh linen sign up there. It's cute. It's from Hobby Lobby. And then I've just tucked my ironing board behind the door. I don't use that very often. Okay, so walking out of the laundry room, you can see the kitchen. We haven't done too much in here. I've, filled up all the cabinets. I've tried to style some things like this little shelf here on the ends of the cabinet. Little man sits here and watches me cook all the time. The countertops are just they're not styled right now, but I mean, like, this situation, I'm not loving it, but we have to have the bottles and everything out right now. So it is what it is. I love the double window over the sink. I would love to make some curtains for this window soon. So hopefully my mom can help me with that and get those sewn. I want to just go to Hobby Lobby and find some fabric, and kind of going for more of a cottage farmhouse style in this house, even though a lot of the stuff right now leans more modern because the previous owner was really into black and gold, and I am not. I honestly think I'll probably switch out the hardware eventually for brushed nickel, and then eventually, like in years, we'll probably purchase new cabinets and countertops. These are like old laminate countertops. They've been chipped. There's like a burn mark here. And the cabinets are in pretty rough shape, honestly. So, but we're making do. One big thing that we did was we just purchased a new stove and refrigerator. So the fridge that was here worked fine. It was a side-by-side, but the shelves were cracked. Some of the drawers were busted, and it was pretty old. So purchased a new fridge, and since this wall is here, right here, it's hard to find one where the door will open, and we also didn't want it to like stick way out because you have just a little walkway here between the fridge and the island. So if you have this situation, LG makes a fridge with 0 clearance doors. So like the hinge is inset, so it opens perfectly beside that wall. So if you're looking for one, but love this fridge. It's counter depth, so it is like slightly more shallow than I'm used to, but we have so much more space. French door fridge and the bottom freezer. Loving it. And then we did buy a new range. So the stove that was here when we bought the house had these same double eyes, but the centers didn't work. So your pan would only get hot around the outside edge, and it was very hard. They barely worked. You had to have them on like maximum heat all the time. Anyway, so we had to buy a new stove and fridge, and we did spend just a little extra for this stove. It just had like nicer handles, more options. It has the warming zone, and then it does do an air fry, which I tried it once and I didn't love it, but we'll see. But anyways, nice new clean stove. I love this house, but every time we change something out, it just feels better to me and feels more like our own place and less like we're living in somebody else's house. I'm sure if you've ever moved, you know what I mean. But we have this pantry cabinet over here. I finally styled the top of it. Love the way that looks with some of my antique pieces looking very cottagey up there. This shelf was, like, everything was decorated for 4th of July, but I took down all the patriotic stuff. So if it looks undecorated, that's because it is. And like I said in the intro, I'm hoping to film a late summer decorate with me soon. So, but my husband is going to make me some additional pantry shelves for these bottom cabinets soon, so I'll have better storage, because like that one only has the one shelf in it. So that'll be good. And then here is the dining room. Right now this is like the baby garage. This is where all the baby things sit: bouncy seat, car seat, the walker. Eventually, like when we get new cabinets and countertops in this, I would like to extend this into a bar top and have bar stools here. I just think that makes the most sense for this space. I don't really know why it wasn't that way to begin with. So, but I think it would be nice to have a place for people to sit and snack, eat breakfast. The kids can eat breakfast there, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then we do have our table here, and we are already using our high chair, so the extra chair that goes with the table is in my bedroom. But here's our table, and we have this pretty light fixture. I love how everything looks. I also put my antique corner cabinet in the corner over there. Love it. The fireplace, so I have some additional like extra decor just sitting up there right now that I have pulled out from my late summer decorating. So again, don't pay attention to the decor necessarily in this video, mostly just the layout of things. But so we have the table centered with the light fixture, which is like in the center of the room. And then the fireplace is pretty much centered along this wall. But then when I had added the corner cabinet, I feel like it looks too close. So I'm wondering if we can just scoot the fireplace down a little bit. It probably still won't be perfectly centered with the light fixture, but I think we just need maybe to center it between the edge of the wall and the corner cabinet. I think that would look nicer and a little more cohesive. This will be a guest bedroom / office. So Daniel, my husband, is working from home currently 1 day a week. It may increase in the future, possibly, so the desk will stay in this room. We have the corner piece of our sectional in here for now. I will explain that in a minute when we get back around to the living room. But eventually I think we'll put a queen bed in here and the desk, and that'll be about it. Right now, like, we have the couch piece here, we have our guitars and pianos here, just like extra stuff, right? So this is the catch-all space for now, but it eventually will only be a guest bedroom / office. Needs to be painted, the wallpaper needs to go, needs a new light. I mean, like, this house truly is a fixer-upper, but I cannot wait to get started. It's gonna be so nice. Let me show you the guest bathroom. This is, if you saw my house tour, you've seen this room. It is quite the statement. I really hate this room. I hate this room. I hate the wallpaper. I hate the light fixture. I've come to I was like really into the bathtub situation, but I have used this bathtub a few times and it's just not comfortable. It's really not any bigger than like a standard tub shower bathtub. And I'm very tall, so, you know, one day I have grand visions of like ripping all this out, putting a beautiful like freestanding tub that I can actually fit in, you know, but we will make it work for now. Obviously, all those big projects have to be like saved up for years. But I have started decorating a little bit. I don't even know if I'll hang pictures up on the wall until I rip down this wallpaper. This wallpaper to me looks like that's those like ink blot things that like psychiatrists use. I don't know. I don't like it. I do like the sconces on the wall. Need to ditch the blinds, do a curtain. I think it could be cute. Like, I'm gonna make it cute in the interim, obviously. And then like the toilet, there's a nice linen closet behind the door. And then we have the vanity over here, which is nice. I think I can keep this light fixture and just spray paint it black or silver or something, and then the vanity is nice. So we're gonna work with it, but I have big plans. And then here is the master bedroom with all of our furniture in. We have this really dark charcoal accent wall, which is not my favorite, but you know, everything in due time. And then the rest of the walls are just white. But we do have our bed in here. I'm really looking for new everything on the bed. I need to just go from the mattress up and replace everything. A new mattress pad, new sheets, new pillows, new quilt, like all of it needs to go. But you know, like I said, everything in time. I would also love to get new bedroom furniture at some point, but whatever. If you're familiar with my old house, this was my entryway table. We don't have room for this in the entryway of this house, so it's in here for now. I don't hate it. I don't like that mirror there, and I don't like the curtain rods being a foot above the windows. Personal preference. I know that's what everything tells you to do, but it's not my personal preference. I did take the blinds down in a bunch of the windows. There were blinds in almost every window in the house, and they were very dirty, and some of them were broken. So ditched the blinds. We live out in the country. I mean, There's literally no other houses in sight, and this is not a busy street. So we're just gonna get some nice curtains. For right now, I was able to scrounge up 3 pairs of white curtains to just, they don't even match. Like if you look closely, they don't match, but it'll do for now. So, but anyways, yeah, we put our lamp in the corner, laundry basket, our dresser with our TV on it and everything. So this room might be one of the first that kind of gets made over, maybe. And then I'll show you the master bath. So it's, I'll say quote unquote decorated. I don't know. I mean, we're using it. I put like some flowers and stuff over here, and then I hung this little tiny picture on the wall. The shelf was already there. Switched out for my shower curtain instead of the one that the lady left here. So yeah, in this room, I think new light fixture. My poor husband. So the lady that lived here before us obviously was, you know, like an average sized woman. I'm 6 feet tall and my husband is 6'6", and he is like hitting his head on all the light fixtures in this house. So we're gonna have to change that. Eventually, long term, I would like to tile in this and make this like a lower entry, just a shower, and then have the bathtub be in the guest bathroom, and not have a tub in here necessarily at all. I think that would be a better use. And this tub shower is like pretty old, and the bottom of it's kind of cracked a little. I mean, it has seen better days. We have a giant tree growing outside of this window that needs to go. And then we are going to redo the vanity. So it's a single sink in the master, and then it used to have, I guess this was like a dressing table area. I think I just want to like delete this and just do one vanity here, and I think we're going to tee it off and do 2 sinks, and then just have nothing down here so you can have more space to get out of the shower. I think that would be nice. And then you guys kind of saw the master closet earlier, but I mean, it's doing its job. I mean, a closet's a closet, right? We were actually able to fit most of our clothes in here. We did put a few overflow things in the guest bedroom closet, like coats and just stuff that we don't use all the time. So there's that. And let me take you guys and show you the entryway and living room. Okay, so here's the living room. There's Grant. He's having his tablet time for quiet time. So when we first moved in, we had our sectional set up like in this corner, but it didn't really work well. It really closed off that end of the room, and then you couldn't even see the TV if you were sitting on this wall. So we had the idea to take out the corner piece, and then we just lined up the 2 straight sections along this wall. Now, it is like a gigantic couch, right? Like, I think eventually we're gonna put this sectional in the basement room downstairs when we get it finished in. And I think we'll buy a new sofa for this wall, and then maybe do 1 or 2 chairs over here on this wall, and delete the ottoman situation and just have more room for the kids to play. But I do have some wall art that I want to hang on this wall. And then I took the blinds down in this room, and then between the windows here I hung up this clock. And then for now, I have my record player on this antique table, but my aunt just brought me that record player stand, so we might switch that out, maybe, not sure. I put my blanket ladder in the corner. Here's the TV. It eventually needs to be mounted, but like I want to get a new TV stand for this room with more like toy storage. So this might all be changing. And then this over here, I just hung this picture on existing nails, so it needs to be like centered on the table and moved down a little bit. But I have this styled a little bit, and toy storage on the bottom for now. So this room is definitely a work in progress. This will also, like the master bedroom, and then probably this room will get made over fairly quickly. I think my husband wants to start finishing in the basement room this winter, which means then that this couch goes down there, which means we need to buy a new couch for this room, and that will just set everything in motion. Paint and curtains and light fixture. This had like miniature little lampshades on each light, and it was so dim. It's still very dim, but I took the lampshades off. And then I'll share with you the entryway. Nothing about it has changed. If you watched the original house tour, you know that this staircase not having a railing and the landing up there was a huge like safety concern for us. We were talking with a contractor about it, and he was like ordering the pieces, and now he just keeps saying that he doesn't have the pieces ordered, like they haven't come in yet. And so I don't know what's going on, but like Nathan's probably gonna start crawling between 6 and 7 months, which is only like a month and a half from now. And I don't have any way to put a baby gate on this for him to not crawl up it. So I'm getting a little bit worried about that. I need to talk to my husband about that and see what we should do, but I don't want to freak him out either. So, but yeah, I will take you guys upstairs. Nathan's taking his nap right now, so I'll take you upstairs after he wakes up. But anyways, along this wall, I think I would love to do like some board and batten on this wall, and then maybe do like a small like ledge at the top, and like be able to lean up decor, and then have some hooks just in case people come over and want to hang up their purse or their coat or something, but mostly just for decorating. I think that would be so pretty. Let me know if you guys think that would be too busy to have this wall done with also a railing going through here, because at Christmas, right, like the railing is going to be here and there's going to be garland. You guys already know, garland on the railing. I'm so excited. So let me know if you think that would be too busy to have garland and board and batten along this wall. Okay guys, so baby woke up, so I'm ready to share with you the upstairs. So this is Nathan's room. Clearly this is the nursery. These rooms are gigantic. If you watched the previous house tour, you know, so there's like the little hallway upstairs, but this is Nathan's room. This is like half of his room, where we have his bed, his dresser, the glider, the nightstand. Don't mind the blanket up there, that's just to make the room darker while he's sleeping. Box of diapers, you know, classy. We haven't done much up here other than set the boys' rooms up. I haven't gotten around to hanging anything on the walls yet, but I'm ready to. So hopefully that will be happening soon. And then here is the other half of his room. I know it's dark, but I just keep his curtains closed all day because he's just napping on and off throughout the whole day. So, but over here, actually, this is just random stuff. Like, this is a boppy pillow, like a breastfeeding pillow I need to send off, donate, and get rid of. This is like the pillows that go inside the baby lounger. Done with that. He's rolling over, so he can't go on the couch or on the bed or anything anymore. He has to be put in the floor because he will just roll right off of everything. Still have his play mat out. My mom gave me this cube shelf, and I've got it styled pretty much, but I think I'm gonna go to my mom's house, and I have my toy box from when I was a little kid, and I think I want to sit it here. I think I want to put the shelves above it that were in his nursery at the old house and decorate those and have the toy box. And then I think I might want to move this cube shelf onto this wall just so all the furniture is not on the same wall, but we'll see. And then he does have this like tiny little skinny closet. You can't even really go in there, but I have my bigger vacuum cleaner up here since it's all carpeted, and then the carpet cleaner. So that's what I'm storing in that tiny little closet right there. And then he has the biggest closet. So that's his huge closet. So we've got like a whole long rack for clothes, and then I just have everything stored in here. Pack and play, travel high chair. This is like bedding that Grant used when he was a toddler. We have like some toys for when he gets bigger, potty training chair, toys. This is extra clothes and books. Okay, so when you come out of the boys' rooms, this is like the landing. So I kind of have this decorated. I want to hang this truck picture on the wall here, and then I think I might put my peg rail here on this wall. Let me show you. This wall at the top of the stairs, there's like the return air vent, but I think that and then the peg rail, so I can do just a tiny little bit of seasonal decorating up here. But then for right now, since we don't have the railing, I just have these boxes sitting here to deter Grant from going off of there, especially if he gets up in the middle of the night. That's what I'm most worried about. He's really good and listens to instructions and doesn't try to jump off the stairs too much. But Nathan will be a whole nother story whenever he starts crawling. I'm getting nervous about that. And then the boys do have their bathroom in between their two bedrooms. Like I said, nothing's clean today, but like they have their vanity. I love the mirror and the light fixture here. It's very nice. And then the vanity, I think I would like to maybe switch out the top of it. It's yellowed. I don't think it's yellowed. I think that's just the color that it was in 1998 when they built this house. But I do have a theme in mind, like this light fixture. Why is this in a bathroom? Kind of weird. Also, my husband hits his head on it all the time, so we're gonna switch that out. They do have a nice linen closet behind the door. Toilet. This is the tub shower. Don't mind all the toys and monster trucks and everything, but this tub shower is in decent shape. I've just have my Pioneer Woman shower curtain in here for now. It's not very boyish, is it? But it'll make do. And then story behind this door, if you don't know, but the original owner of the house wanted to build a second story deck, and so they put this door in, but this door doesn't go anywhere. There's no deck up here, and they've put a gate up, but I would eventually like to just take this door out and put like a big window here or something. Anyways, but I do have a theme in mind for the boys' bathroom. My aunt was getting rid of all of her Currier and Ives platters, and sorry, there's a glare, but I picked these two out, these big ships, and I'm thinking about doing like a nautical theme in here for the boys. As I was saying, I think it will age well with them as they get older, and it's not too like kitschy. But on this long wall between the sink and the door, I think I would like to do board and batten here, or beadboard or something. And I've seen on Pinterest where somebody used boat cleats for towel hooks. I think that would be really pretty. I also want it to look nautical, not coastal, not beachy, because we don't live anywhere near the beach. We live in a landlocked state. So I think nautical will pass. And I want to get a sign that says mightier than the waves of the sea, that Bible verse. I think that would be really cute in here. But yeah, so this is the boys' bathroom. And then let me show you. This is Grant's room. We have Grant and Nathan in here playing. But this is Grant's room, the first half. We've got all of his furniture up here. He's got his tent set up, Hot Wheels track, beanbag chair. I think this is just how we put his room together when we moved in by default. This is how it was at the old house with the twin bed up against the wall. I think I would like to rearrange it and not have the bed up against the wall, because it would just be easier to make the bed, and he doesn't really need it up against the wall anymore. So I'm thinking about rearranging it. He still has all of his construction themed stuff in here for now. I will bet that we're probably going to change it maybe in the next year, like when he's like around school, ready to start school. And then this is the other half of his room. So I set up all of his playthings. So this is actually Daniel's toy box when he was a kid. We got toys in there. We have this cube shelf. It kind of got broken when we moved, but it still works. So we've got Hot Wheels, Legos, blocks, farm toys, all kinds of stuff. And then we made Grant a cute little clubhouse in this closet because we're not using it for anything. So he put his little couch in here and all of his books. And then like this projects stars and planets on the ceiling, and then his flashlights. So he can come in here and play. He doesn't really come in here and play a whole lot, but he can. We also got a cool sign for the door, didn't we, Grant? At Hobby Lobby. No girls allowed. Except Mommy, right? I can go in there?
Sometimes. Though.
Sometimes, yeah.
But sometimes not.
Sometimes no, sometimes yes, he says. And then this is his closet where his clothes actually go. It has a small clothes rod. We're gonna have to get creative and put more clothing storage in here at some point because I'm assuming he's gonna have more than this one day. But sentimental items up top, clothes, and then we've got like shoes, extra toys, seasonal books, stuff like that. But still lots and lots of room to work with in this closet. And yeah, that's the updated house tour with all of our stuff in it. He's a cute man. Hi. Hey, cutie. Watching Big Brother play. Okay, guys. You can probably hear Nathan in the background. It is 2 o'clock, a little after 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here. I think I have chit-chatted long enough, I'm sure. And but I need to pack up the diaper bag, make sure the stroller's in the car, and feed Nathan before we leave to go pick up my sister. Probably need to leave around 2:45. So I need to get going and make sure Grant has enough snacks and everything. And we're gonna go to that kids consignment show and buy all the kids clothes for fall and winter. Hopefully we have some good luck there, and hopefully I'll be sharing a haul video with you very soon. But I'm so happy that you guys joined me for today's video. Just a little glimpse at a summer day in the life, and then an updated look at the house. It's coming along. It's still overwhelming, but we're getting there, and it feels like home, and I still love the house. Have big dreams and plans for the house, and excited to get started on some of those in the coming months. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you're new. And my name is Katie. If you are new, my name is Katie. My channel is Kindly Katie, and I typically do lots and lots of seasonal decorating and mom life and cleaning videos. So it's been a little hit or miss because I have a new baby, new house, everything is crazy. But as we settle into the fall season, I think things will probably get a little more regimented. I hope so, but we're working through it. But I would love to have you guys join me here if you are new, and hopefully I'll see you very soon with another new video. Bye guys.